It has been a busy time for LSU Athletics. It is a busy day for the Athletics Director, Scott Woodward, as he is jumping all over media this morning. He's got enough time for us here at 7:30 to start off on Off the Bench. We always appreciate to catch up with the Baton Rouge native and the top decision maker within the LSU Athletic Department. Scott Woodward is here with us on Off the Bench this morning. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure being on with you guys.
Yes, sir. Before we get to the protocols and the numbers, go back a couple of weeks, and Verge was here, and he's here every Monday morning, and we were talking to him about the schedule announcement and how it was LSU's first win of the season. That was great for the fans to see Vanderbilt and Missouri on the schedule. Can you talk to us about that communication and how that came to be?
Yeah, the most important thing is to continue to build and foster these great relationships that we have. We're a key member of the SEC, and we're proud of that fact. And we just pled and asked that the league look at this from a strength of schedule standpoint. And frankly, obviously with us, with the permanent East opponent with the strong Florida Gators and who we play and the respect that people have for our team was just a great sign that, hey, let's do what's right, let's do what's fair, and I think the league got it right for everyone. And it's just, just a reflection of respect that the league has for LSU and for Coach O and our program, and I think we landed in the right space, guys.
Absolutely. Big announcement from your department yesterday. One of the lengthiest and most informative press releases that I have read from LSU sports, but the top line of it is talking about opening up the football season with 25% capacity. Scott, I know that your office has been busy to say that is an understatement, but how did you guys get to that point?
Yeah, Jordy, this is something that's been in the works for a long time, and I told our staff way back in March, hey, let's do what we can control, and that's something that we focused on every day, and I think we got it really right from the standpoint of preparing, protecting, and watching the safety and health of our kids, our student athletes, and trying to get ready for this day. And let's just take it a day at a time and do what we can control. And, you mentioned Verge and Stephanie Remp and Shelly Mullinex and all the staff involved in getting here and getting it right, Dan Gaston. It's just been really, really rewarding for me to watch. And we just did it and just kept on plugging away when there looked like there was no hope of playing football this fall. I just knew that if we did things and did it right and caught a couple breaks, that we'd get to this point. And like I said, I couldn't be more proud of our staff. We're the lead example in the conference of how to do it and what to do. And for you guys that don't know this name, all of you LSU fans remember it. Our own Dr. Katie O'Neill, who's at Our Lady of the Lake and at LSU Medical Center, has been a rock star. She's just been really steady hand going, looking at this and looking at it from an epidemiological standpoint, and just doing it based on science, safety, and doing the right thing. And hey, we got a ways to go, and that's my plea to everyone out there is when you do this and when we do this, let's do it right. Mask up, socially distant, and keep that sanitizer on your hands, and let's do it the right way, and then get through this season and hopefully a successful one, and get ready to get full Monty back and the full Monty back in 21, where we can tailgate, party, and have a good time again.
Yeah, and Scott, what I wanted to kind of pick your brain about is tailgating. It seems to be what a lot of the people are talking about. So what exactly does this look like? Where there'll be boundaries around campus where you're not allowed to gather in groups, and then how do you enforce this policy?
Yeah, it's a great question, and it's I don't want everyone thinking out like we're going to be out here, with these extraordinary police powers doing these things. But as you've heard me probably talk about, I want everyone to have a good time, but do it safely. Hey, look, if the Collada family or the Abear family is out there with group in their car, 4 people, and you want to have a small gathering of say chicken, couple beers. We don't want to fool with you. That's fine. But what I don't want is throw down 200, 300 person mosh pit out there. Everything goes like we've done in the
like
past.
a regular fall Saturday.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
We just can't do that anymore because of this, dreaded pandemic. And we can't behave that way, or we will be restricted. And it's on us to see how we behave and what we do, so we don't become part of the problem. And I think our fans understand that. And this is just crazy, weird times, and we'll get through it and we'll do it right.
We've got some fan questions coming in from our Bayou Ford chat app, in which Steve Cortano asks Scott, Scott, what's the policy for the suites?
The policy for the suites is the same as the stadium. There's going to be social distancing. There's going to be mask requirements, and we're gonna do it the best we can. As you guys know, the TAF runs those suites in conjunction with us and markets them, and there's going to be obviously a different feel with it, the sparseness of it, but we're going to try to make it work and the same opportunities that we afforded our season ticket holders. The 3 options of either donating, pushing it forward, or getting a refund, and I guess the 4th would be using your tickets, is going to be enforced there.
Todd Jones asks, #AskWoody. Scott, will Phase 3 allow 25,000 fans in attendance to be increased?
Great question. The answer is we're kind of a one-off. We're not really involved with the phasing of what restaurants and businesses, other businesses are. We're kind of being regulated differently because it is such a unique event. But that being said, is the statistics and the benchmarks for the COVID virus are going to be looked at strongly for us. Whether we continue to go down as a community, and hospitalizations and ICU beds taken and all that stuff, we're going to very much be acutely aware of what's going on in our community for that, and just make sure that's part of a continued trend, and that's we as a community doing the right thing to make sure that we're healthy. So it's not going to be directly linked, it's not enumerated in the phased plans, but it is. Those statistics are important for us to follow and us to watch. I guess that's as clear as I can be on that.
Yes, sir. #AskWoody. Rusty Brooks asks, Scott, I have 2 season tickets. If I get my tickets, will I get 1 or 2 tickets this year?
Great question. We're going through that right now. Here, guy, I failed to mention, just working his butt off, is Brian Broussard and his staff getting through this. We're just going to see, how much attrition we have and how many people want to push forward, and we're going account by account to see what we're going to allow as far as season ticket holders. And I'm hoping we can accommodate a lot of them and do the best. I wouldn't think, and I don't want to speak out of school because Brian's a lot smarter than I am, I wouldn't think we're going to divide deuces into singles. That would surprise me. But, hey, this is weird times. I think we're going to accommodate pairs of tickets.
Talking to LSU Athletic Director Scott Woodward here on Off the Bench. Scott, what about the 25% that will be in the stadium? Have you all planned out how fans will be spread out once they are within there? Will it be lower bowl, upper? How's that going to work?
Yeah, we're going to divide it in what we call these pods, and we're going to be people that travel with each other and/or family members are going to be socially distant within the stadium, both upper and lower, and we're going to do a lot of different things to avoid queues and lines and choke points. There won't be concessions in the lower bowl areas on the east and west sides. You're going to have to go down to the ground level and get concessions. Same thing with bathrooms. That we'll have them limited to avoid lines and choke points, but we'll have enough to where we can spread it out. And obviously, you've seen, around the circumference of the stadium, we're expanding that out so we can again avoid lines and let people come in phases and not have as we say gathering or queuing.
Scott, the uncertainty of this process has to be maddening for somebody in a position like yours who so many people look at for decisions. Can you give us a little insight to what the last couple of months have been like for your office and just the day-to-day communications and processes?
Jordy, I'm too stupid to get mad. I'm just like, hey, one day at a time, run your head against the wall and keep going till they say no. Frankly, I've gotten an adrenaline flow out of it because I wanted to play ball so bad. I look at these kids' eyes that are practicing and working hard that want to play. And hey, I want to work for their health and safety first and foremost, and then get them out there because they passionately want to play. So for me, it's kind of been rewarding, and I'm really excited, and that's why I sound excited about this day. Even with what we see as fans as restrictions, hey man, we're playing ball.
Yeah.
We're playing ball in Tiger Stadium, and you would have asked me back in April, I would have went, ooh man, that's going to be a tough one, but we're gonna try to get there. And I'm seeing the finish line for us as administrators and planning and getting ready, and obviously the start of a season and a continued good season that Coach O and the team are going to get ready and give it their all. It's just rewarding for me. So I really don't look at it as maddening. I look at it as, hey, man, let's go. We've got a job to do as hard as it is and as many difficulties as we have. Let's keep going.
Hey, speaking of football, you're one of the few people that can get access to practice. How's the offense looking?
Offense is looking good, and for both of you, I know you love the game and especially the offense. T-Bob, man, we're running the rock pretty nicely right now.
Okay.
It's the stable of running backs and O-line's really doing all right, and Bo's defense is really, really aggressive. It's for me really Tiger football, Tiger defense again. The kids attack and they do the things that I like to see, and so I have good feelings. Of course, we got to play the games, but I like how the kids are playing and giving effort. And the scrimmage Friday was enlightening, and we still got a ways to go, but I was impressed.
I know you've been on the job for a while, but every time I see you, it's great to have you. It's great to have you at LSU.
Yes, sir.
Great to have you on with us this morning. Thank you for the time.
Hey guys, always a pleasure, and keep up the good work. And I know you guys are great, and you take good care of Verge and Coach O, and I appreciate it, and I love being on. So thank you for the time.
Yes, sir. Always.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Scott.
There's Scott Woodward checking in this morning from LSU Athletics. We will close at hour one next.